Hello everybody and a very warm welcome to all of you, and I would like to personally thank you for removing time for this presentation. So before I begin, I would just like to know if you guys can hear me clearly, and you could confirm the same by putting it up in the questions log in front of you. Great, thank you so much. Well, I'm Janki Matasha, Manager Business Analysis at Reseller Club. And firstly, I would like to thank all of you for partnering with us. I hope your experience with Reseller Club has been nothing but great so far. So unlike the other webinars that we've conducted, this is going to be very short and to the point. And if you have any questions regarding this particular topic, you can put them up in the questions log, and I'll be more than happy to address them. Right, and of course, if you have any queries later, you can always write to webinar@resellerclub.com or sales@resellerclub.com, or to me personally at janki.m@resellerclub.com. Right, so getting started then, this is the agenda for today's webinar, and it's fairly simple, as you can see. It's all about better pricing and rebates for various products and services available through Reseller Club. So I would be mainly talking about the Reseller Incentive Program, our new hosting promo, the Grand Renewal Rush promo, and all the other possible promotions running at Reseller Club. So basically, all this is in the interest of our resellers who are not always aware of the various strategies introduced by us to increase your numbers. So hence, we might as well just conduct a webinar, and hopefully you'll get the opportunity to learn more about our initiatives. Right, so jumping right into the interesting stuff now, I'm sure that all of you know that an incentive program is always a positive thing. So I don't want to state the obvious facts and tell you how important it's for your business and how it would help you grow your numbers, etc., because that goes without saying. And at the same time, you have nothing to lose, right? So let me just get into the details directly. Now, the incentive program is only for domain registrations, renewals, and transfer-ins. Now, of course, I'll be covering each one of these in detail, and of course, the applicable terms and conditions for each of these incentives. Right, so by domain registrations, we're referring to only the new domain additions. This does not include renewals. This does not include transfer-ins. It's only the new domain registrations or the new domain additions. Right, so now the eligibility criteria for this incentive is that your average domain registration count across the last 3 months should be 100 or more. Now, this incentive is for the month of July. So, of course, the average for April, May, and June should be 100 or more, right? Now, the reason we have this is because at lower numbers, the rebate value doesn't really seem much. Hence, we had to keep a cap on the number of domains that you register on a regular basis. And of course, if you don't have an average of 100 domains currently, you can definitely contact us, and we can always work something out for you specifically. Right, so now the target for this incentive is a growth of 15% flat. So just as an example, for the month of July, if your average domain registrations for the last 3 months, that is April, May, and June, is 100 domains, that is 100 new domain registrations, your target domain registrations for July will be 115, that is 115. That's it. And of course, the rebate for this incentive will be 10 cents per domain for every single domain that you register, and will be given in the form of a credit note at the beginning of the following month. Right, so just to give you an example, now as I mentioned earlier, the rebate will be given only if you manage to achieve your 15% growth target. So here is a small table showing you the rebate value if you've met your target. Right, now again, these numbers are completely hypothetical. So as you can see, I have given the average number of domains a reseller might possibly have across 3 months. The target to achieve, which is a 15% growth, the domains actually registered in the month of July, and of course the rebate calculation and the rebate value. So looking at the 150 domain example, so if the average number of domains across the last 3 months, that is April, May, and June, was 150 domains, A 15% growth would be 172.5 domains, which is 173 domains, right? So even if you overachieve, that is, if you register more domains than the target, that is 210 domains, if your target domains is 173, you still get a rebate on all the 210 domains, right? So the rebate calculation is 210 domains into 10 cents, which is $21.10, right? So similarly, if your target is 288 domains, because the average was 250 domains, if your target is 288 domains and you manage to register only 275 domains, unfortunately, the incentive will not be applicable to you because you have to achieve that 15% growth. Right, so now I hope the domain registrations incentive is clear for all of you. And if you have any questions, please put them up in the questions log and I'll be more than happy to address them. Right, so coming to the next incentive, which is domain renewals, the eligibility criteria for this would be resellers having more than 100 domains expiring in the month of July. So, of course, similar to the domain registrations, you can contact us if you have less than 100 domains. And, of course, we can try and work something out for you. So, coming to the target now, it's a two-part target. Now, of course, only one would be applicable to you. So, option one is if your average renewal rate for the month of April, May, and June, that is the last 3 months, is less than 65%, then your renewal percentage target would be 70% flat, right? Now, option two is if your average renewal rate for the last 3 months, that is April, May, and June, is more than 65%, you need to increase your renewal percentage by 10%. That's it. So, if your average renewal percentage is 67%, then your target would be 10% more, which is 77%. Right now, again, the rebate for this incentive will be a 20-cent rebate on every domain that you renew, provided you meet your target. Now, the rebate will be given again in the form of a credit note, which will be credited to your account at the beginning of the following month. So, please note that the target for renewals will be based on the total domains expiring in that particular month only. So, in the month of July, whatever, if you have X number of domains expiring in the month of July, your target will be based only on that particular count, right? Whereas the total domains that you renew can be renewals of domains that are expiring in the next few months. So this again is an added advantage for you. So I hope I'm not sounding very confusing here. So let me just show you with the help of an example. So if you have 150 domains expiring in July, 25 domains expiring in August, and 50 domains expiring in September, and your average renewal rate is 50% for the last 3 months, that is April, May, and June, your average will be your target will be 70%, right? Because your average was 50%, which is less than 65%. Your target will be 70%. So 70% of the 150 domains expiring in July is 105 domains. Now, if you renew 75 domains from the domains that were expiring in July, 10 domains from the domains that were expiring in August, and 20 domains that were expiring in September, the total is still 105 domains, which will be considered as you meeting your target, right? So again, this is a win-win situation for you. Now, I hope I'm being clear about this, and if you have any questions, please put them up in the questions log, and I'll be more than happy to address them. So I hope I'm being clear about the whole target side and the whole meeting your target bit. And I think it's fairly simple, but you can always get back to us if you need to clarify anything whatsoever. And of course, you need not worry about doing these calculations yourself. You can contact your account manager and they'll be more than happy to show you what your average renewal rate has been and what your target should be and how many domains you have expiring in the months to come.